Deborah from BodyGarbage. I hope all is well for everyone today. And that's Kobe in the background if you hear his chain. He's watching me watch my video and record this for you guys. I didn't want to talk too much during the video. I've been having some issues, and as you guys know, this is the reason why I'm just coming to you with the cut of the coffee, the orange ginger, and the lavender soaps, because my video for making those soaps was actually lost. So it's unfortunate, but we can still come to you with the cut. So here I am now, just eyeballing and cutting the coffee soap. It's still pretty soft because of the fluidity of the batter that I use. This recipe is mainly all soft oils, but as you can see in the end when I do the lather test, that it's very creamy. Oops, that almost fell off. It's very creamy, it's very thick, it's very conditioning. Actually, I still haven't, put on any lotion, and this was maybe about 15 minutes ago that I recorded all of this for you guys, and washed my hands with the soap, and actually washed all my utensils with the same soap. I only used the orange ginger soap in the demonstration for the simple fact that all three soaps, the coffee, the orange ginger, and the lavender, all are made the same exact way with the same formula, same recipe, same amount of lye, same amount of liquids, yogurt. Everything that I put into these batters is the same. So it will act the same no matter which one you choose to purchase. The lavender is made with essential oils, so is the orange and ginger. The coffee, I was trying to keep it natural. Like I said, I love to have all natural soaps, but the coffee scent that from the actual coffee grounds and the coffee that I used in the batter for my liquid, it didn't stay. It just smelled like soap. It was a very, very faint, disaster. It was a very faint coffee scent. So I did choose and decide to use the coffee fragrance, and it's very fragrant. It smells just like fresh brewed black coffee. So I think all of you coffee lovers will love that. I did color the soap with a little bit of cocoa powder. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I was going to color the soap with a little bit of cocoa powder, but because of the very deep brew that I made with the coffee, as you can see, like the top part of the soap and the bottom part is very, very dark and chocolatey on its own, and I didn't really need to add any extra colorants. However, I did use some white kaolin clay to lighten up a little bit of the soap so that it would have some type of contrast with it. And as you can see, it does have some coffee grounds in it. Those are not fresh. I use those to actually make the brew of the coffee that I use for my liquid, and that will give you a light exfoliation, when you're bathing with the soap, whether you're taking a shower, taking a bath, or just using it to wash your hands. And these last two, they were horrible. I'll probably just give those away as samples. So if you're interested in trying this soap out, you can just drop a comment below or hit me up on either Etsy, DM me on Instagram, or message me on Facebook, or you can tweet me on Twitter. I have all of those social sites, and everything is at BodyGarbage. That's BodyGarbage. And as you know from the first video, if you've watched it, you know that the body comes from the Bath and Body products. I make handmade soaps, bath bombs, body butter, etc. And most of, as you can see, the containers that I use to make my soap or even to package my products, they are upcycled, which means that, they were used for one purpose, and then I actually cleaned and sterilized them to use them for a different purpose, whether it's molding my soap. As you can see here, this is the orange ginger. I'm smelling it and it still smells amazing. I love orange and ginger together. That was just something that, came to mind. Actually, in this soap, you have some orange peel and also some calendula petals. And if you go onto my Etsy, I will talk about more in depth as to what the calendula does to your body. And actually, this soap was made with calendula tea. So I used some of the petals to brew a tea, and I used that as most of my liquid for this particular soap. And obviously, the orange peels, they give you a light exfoliation, and it also helps to fragrance the soap. So here, I'm just eyeballing and measuring a little bit just to, keep my bearings together when I'm cutting the soap, to make sure that it's as even as it possibly can be with me using this one hand cutter. Eventually, one of these days, I will get a regular, either a cheese slicer or a regular soap cutter, but right now, this is fine for me to make the soap that I need. You can also use an unserrated knife, depending on how hard or soft your batter is. You could also use like a butter knife. It's really up to you on how you choose to do your soap. I mean, it's handmade, so I like to keep it as ununiformed as possible. As you can see there, some of the calendula petals have given me drag marks, but that's okay. That's, all that comes with making items that are handmade. So you see me pulling the knife off and pulling some of those calendula petals off of the knife. Right now I'm just dipping it into some water to release that, and hopefully it will make it easier for me to cut. It did for a little bit, but like I said, the batter was very fluid, and this soap is still sort of kind of sticky. It was almost like doing a cold process soap, but it's not. You see me rolling it off right there to try to help alleviate some of the drag marks. And right now I'm just dipping the soap in some water just to give it a little bit of sheen. I'm going to do it for the rest of the soap once I come back and I see that it's hard enough for me to do that. So I'm probably just going to leave this out for a few weeks to let it dry out and harden up, and it will be on my Etsy for you guys to purchase. And if you like to pre-order, you can actually, like I said before, you can leave me a comment here, hit me up on one of the social media sites, and I'll be glad to set you a bar aside. I also have some samples in this. It's not ready yet, but if you like, once again, you can let me know. There are only 2 available, one for the calendula, and then for the orange ginger, and then one for the lavender. So just let me know and I'll be happy to oblige. I have no qualms about letting people try my products. It's always great to try before you buy. But once again, these are made with love. They are made solely by me, cut solely by me, molded solely by me. All of these recipes are my own. I do not poach recipes from anyone. Obviously, in soap making, nothing is new. So you do get inspiration from other soapers. And as you can see on the side right here, where it looks like a crescent moon, those are some of the orange peels that is in there, and then the white part has the calendula. But as I was saying, as soapers and anybody who's creative, whether you're a painter, you're a dancer, you're doing music, we all, receive inspiration from each other, and that's just how the world goes around. But as long as you're giving credit where credit is due, then it's fine. But as I stated previously, all these recipes for my soaps are my own. Whoops, I forgot to clean off my blade before I cut into into the lavender soap. And as you can see on the white part of this soap, we have some lavender buds. And this entire soap, not like the orange and ginger, but this entire soap is scented in lavender essential oil. The orange and ginger soap, the white part with the calendula petals, is ginger, and then the orange part, which is a little bit of the darker soap, is the orange, the sweet orange essential oil. So as you can see, it gave a little pattern, but I'm going to keep that little piece of puck for myself, and cut the rest of the soap for you guys to be able to purchase. So here I am once again. Right now I'm just using my pointer finger and my thumb as a small guide, to, like I said, keep the pucks of soap, as uniform as possibly it could be, with me using this particular blade without the soap sitting in anything. So like I said, it works for me. So you just have to do whatever works for you. Pretty soon I am going to be coming to you guys with a demonstration on how I make my soaps. I will possibly be making a soap with one of my friends. She adores my products, and she always buys my body butter and my soap, so I figure I would show her how to make some soap. I know she's not going to do it on her own anyway, which I appreciate her support in her business. She and her husband always find time to support me in no matter what I do, and I do the same for them, and that's what friendship is for. So I cannot wait for you guys to meet her and see what we're going to be making together. It's going to be a new soap for me, and that I will let her try that. So she and I will be making the here we go again. She and I, that's pretty. She and I will be making the soap together, and I'm gonna come back. I don't know if we'll be cutting the soap together, but I will see what her schedule is like. But as I stated in the first video, again, I'm going to be trying to bring in my friends and my family, to make this an all-around fun channel for you guys to watch, not just me and my mug, and, looking into the camera and talking to you guys, which is fine, but I just want to switch it up from time to time. And please do not judge me on my shirt. As you can see, I have a little white mark there, and that's just from cutting this lavender soap, or it could have been from the orange ginger soap, I'm not too sure. But like I said, the batter was very fluid, and this is kind of sticky, so I think I might have touched myself in passing when I was wiping off either the blade or my fingers to cut the next bar of soap. So I'm just gonna let you continue to watch this. It's almost done, and you will see the lather test, and at the end you will see where you can contact me on my social medias. And I look forward to hearing from you all. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing, for commenting, for following me on social media, and from purchasing, because you really don't have to, and if you choose to, that's just a blessing from God. So I thank you all once again, and I appreciate you and your support, and just have a magnificent day. Have a blessed one. Thank you. Bye bye now.